Check. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the AfroMattt Show. This is episode number 169. If this is your first time, welcome. If you are returning, thank you again for trusting me with your time. This is being recorded on Juneteenth. It is Juneteenth. I did not get the day off, unfortunately, but I did use the day to celebrate Black excellence. I listened to rap, and I chilled. I spent my time chilling, which might be the cool. I tried to be cool and chill, which is kind of Black excellence. Being chill and Black, and being cool. Those are, like, I'd say probably the three things that encapsulates Black excellence is being chill and being cool and chilling. So I tried to maintain a state of chill and coolness throughout the day, and I'm still kind of in that zone. I'm still kind of in that that chill kind of. I got cut off in traffic, and I was chill about it. I might smoke some weed later. You never know, but I am chill, and we're going into this. We're nonchalant. We lack chalant right now. So just wanted to take a moment of, Juneteenth, famously the day that the African American slaves in the South found out that they were free, which came a little, I think 3 years late. I mean, that must have been a bad meeting, getting them all together. Hey guys, so that war that we were fighting, yeah, I mean, that war's been over for 3 years, and we won. So you guys are free. And then they're like, you telling me we've been free this whole time? For 3 whole years? 3 whole years. It literally happened 3 years later. And I know they didn't rush that message, because they could have gotten it probably a lot sooner than 3 years. I think it may have been the last one to find out. It may have been, Juneteenth may have been the last people to find out. So there's probably a lot more people, but I mean, 3 years is a long time, even by horseback. I mean, what are you doing for 3... Guys, 3 years on horseback, you can travel the whole globe on horseback in 3 years. I'm just saying that horse rider may have been taking his sweet-ass time getting that information. No one hears about what's the delivery man's name? I don't know. But honestly, that probably could have just been an email. Imagine that email. Hey, it's like the email you get when you're being laid off, but hey guys, I know we're all part of a family, but I mean, we're letting you go. Although I guess it would literally be that email, except letting you go in this sense means you are a free individual, which is kind of what letting go nowadays means. Okay, we're gonna stop postulating on the events of Juneteenth. Okay, we're gonna continue with the news. Alrighty. So we are, jam-packed. I do have some local news. Local and late-breaking news. This is local, I guess, only to me. I live in Arkansas. And I got a Amber Alert style kind of like Amber, where it pops up and goes that meh, meh, meh thing on my phone. And it said there is a man on the loose wanted for 3 homicides, still not found. So that's this man right here. Quadruple, my bad. Not even triple. It's quadruple. Quadruple murder suspect caught. Oh, he got caught. Nearly 2-day manhunt. Okay, well, that's good. That sets me at ease. The armed and dangerous suspect accused of 4 murders, 3 in Oklahoma and 1 in Alabama, as well as a slew of other crimes, was caught Thursday morning following a 2-day manhunt. Here he is. Drake was wanted. His name's Drake. That's pretty funny. Drake was wanted in connection with 3 homicides in Oklahoma, stemming from 2 separate carjackings, according to Arkansas State Police. Following his arrest, it was revealed Drake was also wanted in connection with 1 fatal shooting of an Alcoholic Anonymous volunteer. Oh, that's so sad. God, it really is the most sad when it's a volunteer that dies, because they could have said no to even showing up. They were doing it out of the goodness of their heart, and now they're dead. So this guy is a major piece of shit. I mean, Jesus. But I saw that. This is like the first time that I've opened my phone and been like literally worried. It's like 2 counties away. Watch out. A man on the loose with guns, wanted for 3 murders. This is what he looks like. Be on the lookout. I'm like, okay, excuse me? Apparently he was in Morrilton, which is near Central Arkansas, Conway, which is where my brother goes to school. This is what he looks like. You're run-of-the-mill kind of freak. He does kind of look. His name is Stacy Lee Drake. God, with a name like Stacy, if you're a dude and your first name's Stacy, you are going to kill 3 people. And also, up north in like northern Arkansas, there was a bank robbery. Like, I've never heard of a bank being robbed in the 21st century, but honestly, if you're robbing a bank in the 21st century, first off, I don't even think they have really any money anymore. Like, you tell them put all the money in the bag, and they throw you like 2 clumps of $100 bills. They're like, yeah, I'm sorry, that's like it. You have to go to all of our money's in the ATM out there. Good luck getting that open. They're like, I don't know what to do. I mean, it's like that one clip of that guy who got in that guy's Uber. And he's like, give me all your money. And the dude's like, man, I don't have any money. This guy literally had a gun pointed to his head. And he's like, it's a digital world. He literally told the carjacker, it's a digital world. What are you doing? Why are you asking me for cash? Do you have Venmo? Do you have Cash App? I mean, what? Yeah, PayPal at least? Something. I'll send you money if you want money. But I'm like, why are you asking for cash? Like, these people, criminals need to step up. Wait a second. This is Stacy Lee Drake, as seen in surveillance footage provided by Arkansas State Police. That is a Taco Bell Burrito Grande party pack. My man's eating good. That's a burrito. That's a Taco Bell Crunch Supreme. That party pack. It comes with. I know the box. It's shaped like a toolbox. You know, when you're eating out of a toolbox, you're eating well. It comes with bean and cheese burrito, cheesy gordita crunch, I think, 2 soft tacos, chips and queso, and then a bag of the twirly churro bites, all in a party pack. They're delicious. So I mean, at least this guy had some taste. This guy knows. This guy had some taste, and he. Also, anyone who double straps their backpack, like both straps, this is a pure sign of autism. Not in a bad way, but if you have a backpack that does have the strap that goes across the chest, and you strap them both, that is a clear sign of autism. I went to high school, and every single special ed kid always double strapped up their backpack, and they had it tight too, where it kind of pulls together, and it's like, whoa, man, why are you wearing that backpack so close? But I mean, at least they caught him. I was kind of keeping my eye out too. You never know when they're gonna pop out. Speaking of autism, this is a good one. Might as well just transition into autism mode. Parents offered class photo with no complex needs pupils. Now I'm putting complex needs in quotes because that's what they're saying. This is special ed, mentally challenged. They change names every year, but we just called them SPED, or I mean, sometimes the the special ed kids. Um, one of my friends, and this wasn't me who said this, but I did laugh, so makes me complicit. But every time there's a group of special ed kids, there's a party of about like the amount of teachers to special ed is almost 1-to-1. So if there's a class of like 7 special ed kids, they're being escorted by 7 different like mildly obese like ladies, and we called those, well, I didn't call those, but my friend called those the tard guards. So and they would follow and they would surround the special ed kids. Now, guys, it's a it is a good name. It's a good name. It rhymes. It sounds good off the tongue. It has the word tard in it, which is funny. I would never say that, but it is funny. Also, you can use that term for the helmet that some of them wear too. I think we use that in our school kind of interchangeably. The people surrounding them were the guards, but they also could wear a guard. So it's even versatile. It's versatile. It might be the best saying on the planet. A council has apologized after parents were offered a choice of class photos with or without children with complex needs in them. Which is, I mean, it's 2024, and I'm surprised this is the first time that a school has offered this. This is the yearbook with and without special ed kids. Now, I'm not saying it's good, because by no means is excluding people based on the way they were born. They can't control the way that they were born, and I mean, should you have the right to exclude them from having their picture taken next to your child? I mean, probably not. But if you're paying for the photos, maybe. So let's read on. It is understood some class photographs were taken before the pupils with additional needs were brought in. All right, guys, bring them in. Guys, we're going to do a silly one. Oh, God, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. That's messed up. All right, guys, now it's a silly one. Okay. All right, let's recuperate. All right, I'm going to take a drink. Oh, man. Despite pictures being taken which included all pupils, parents were still given the option of both. Tempest is one of the biggest school photograph companies. One of Natalie Pinnell's daughters, who has additional support needs, yet another word for special ed, who has additional support needs, attends the school. I was unsure why 2 options were given. To say I was shocked is a massive understatement. I can't understand how a human can think it's okay to effectively give people the choice to erase children from their class and their history. The school was amazing. The school were amazing. They were absolutely appalled. Totally unacceptable. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty fucked up. Let's see do they interview them?
There was 2 options for the photograph. So I opened the first one, Erin's in it, she looks amazing. I opened the second one and she was missing. It's beyond belief that they could do that, and obviously massively devastating to us as a family, to the other parents that are affected by it.
Oh, this is in England. So, guys, this might not make sense to you, but in England, if they did a before and after photo taking out the special ed kids, they would have probably 3 people in the after photo. Every single person in England, I'm sorry to say, looks just a little bit on the spectrum. Oh, bruv, I got me gun. I got me zombie knife off the internet. Amazon sold me a zombie knife.
To effectively see your child erased.
At least my school ain't a shooting gallery.
Hear my voice choke?
Yeah, no, this is sad. I don't like joking about this because it's sad. Let's do this. I mean, yeah, no, this is sad. It's not nice, but it is kind of funny that it happened in England where where everyone is, no, Australia is the place where everyone has special needs, but England is, I mean, it's close. The opposite is true probably in Germany, where everyone seems to be kind of like smart for some reason. Everyone in Germany seems to be like on the spectrum in the other way, where it makes them kind of like smart and good at like building nuclear weapons and stuff like that. That's what when I think of Germany, I think nuclear weapons and genius children. Let's continue with the news here. Oh no. Okay, this is concerning. So Boeing CEO finally has to testify before Senate after another whistleblower comes forward. So I guess the Senate said, all right, guys, we've had probably 15 whistleblowers come out. 3 of them have died. A new whistleblower just came out. It's time to get this guy in front of Senate so that we can talk to him. Let's pick this guy's brain. So this guy who looks like the killer from Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal Lecter. This guy literally looks like Hannibal Lecter. And also the bravery of a new whistleblower. Like, imagine you work at Boeing and you see 2 other whistleblowers get mysteriously die. They mysteriously die. And then you have the balls to whistleblow as well. Huge props. The balls on that individual. I hope he gets paid out big money from Boeing. But, I mean, this guy, he better be keeping his name very secure. I mean, this guy needs to be locked away in a, I mean, how are they're going to get this guy? They're going to find out who he is. I mean, Boeing has the names of everyone in their company. They're going to say, oh, who didn't come into work, or who has this access to this information. And they're going to find him, and they're going to kill him. They have to put this guy in witness protection program. They're going to have to change his name. He's going to have to get a hair transplant. He's going to have to grow a beard or shave his beard. He's going to be on the run forever. Let's see. Continue reading. Today, Boeing CEO has testified before the Senate subcommittee. Plus, cities break temperature records amid. Okay, why is that? Why is a heat wave part of this article? And we look now at how we honor flight. We'll continue to commemorate Black service members on Juneteenth. Why are you talking about this in an article? Boeing CEO Dave Calhoun appeared before Senate subcommittee yesterday where he faced questions about the company's response to safety concerns. His testimony, yeah, he is being tried. Like, it is a serious problem where he is, like, the problem's to the point where he is being, like, his company, Boeing, is on the line for that one airline that took off, that Alaskan Airlines that took off, and the door flew off. And, like, someone, like, was sucked out or some shit. And they had to ride the whole plane with the door. Hey, Boeing comes out. Guys, we're going with an open concept. We're taking a Jeep. We're taking the concept of a Jeep, and we're putting it in the sky. You get fresh air, a good breeze. You don't need to worry about... Guys, everyone hates... What's the number one thing people hate when flying? Fighting over that little thing at the top, that little nub, that little nipple that you twist to give you air, right? You know, you try to twist it and it's not bringing enough. You can't really turn them because they're in a fixed position. We're going to open up all the doors so everyone gets all the air. So, I mean, they might be able to pivot this. That's what they do best. Let's see what he said. Let's see some of the information. This is a 4-minute, and I have to go pee so bad. I'll be right back. All right. Let's see what this guy had to say. We're not going to watch this whole freaking video, but I want to hear what he sounds like.
Yes, sir.
This is what Boeing has provided to this committee in response to our request for information.
Jesus. Look at that. They literally gave him just a block of text to make it as hard as possible to read.
Can you justify these productions?
I would describe it precisely as you did, and I can't justify. And I will most definitely follow up.
Let's see. Let's skip ahead a little bit.
I think our relationship with that particular supplier has been well documented, reviewed by the FAA, and most certainly us.
Quality issues and concerns, they were reassigned, they were retaliated against, they were physically threatened. That doesn't sound like attention to quality to me. And yet you're getting paid $33 million a year.
33 million seems low to be the CEO of Boeing.
It's extraordinary.
Senator, we have increased our quality inspectors significantly.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, let's continue on. And also, have you ever been on a plane recently? I was on a plane and they started like drugging us. They were spraying mist. They were misting onto us. And I don't know what is in that mist, but I mean, just regular air shouldn't be. You shouldn't be able to see it, right? If you're depressurizing the chamber or whatever, why should I be able to see the air? Why? I mean, I don't know what's going on. I didn't know what it was. I didn't want to ask. People were looking around like, are we being gassed right now? And also, everything white on planes has turned yellow. Like, have you ever been on a plane where it's like you go to the bathroom and the bathroom door is yellow? Like, it's yellowed with age. Like, it's sun damaged from, like, years. It doesn't give me much confidence when I go onto a plane. And, like, the bathroom has a ash tray. Like, it has a tray that pops out that you can ash into. Like, why? Like, how old is this plane? Was this plane flying the Rat Pack from 1920s? Did Frank Sinatra fly on this plane? Was he ashing into this bathroom? Why is there an ashtray? Why is that even an option on a plane? Back when there was hey guys, this is the smoking section of the plane, like a Chili's, like when the Chili's had smoking sections. Oh, sorry, you don't. You have to pay extra for the smoking spot. I was on a plane when I went to Colorado last week. I was on a plane and there was 3 people in my there was only 2 people. There was an empty seat between us, and then this guy came in, took the middle seat. I don't think that was his spot, but I turned to the lady. I'm like, "Oh, do you want someone to sit in that spot?" Like that. There was like an exit. There was one of those rows next to the exit, and there was no one sitting there. The plane was full. We were sitting on the tarmac, ready to go. I'm like, "Hey, do you want me to sit?" I'm like, "I'm fine to move." I really just wanted the leg space, but I'm like, "I'm fine to move to the exit seat." And she's like, "Oh no, that costs extra." I'm like, "I thought you needed." I literally told her, "I thought you needed someone in the exit seat. Like, don't you need someone? Like, there has to be someone on the exit row. Am I wrong?" I don't know. And then she's like, "Well, I'll just sit there." I'm like, "You work here. You're going to be up. You have to be up doing things." The whole plane ride experience has gotten so shitty. I was expecting free, like they come by, and I distinctly remember when I was a kid and we flew to like Florida for Disneyland. I was like 7 years old, and I'm pretty sure they gave me free ginger ale, like a tiny little glass of ginger ale, and they fill it up with ice. I distinctively remember free ginger ale because that's what got me hooked on ginger ale. Flying and drinking ginger ale. Ginger ale tastes Canada Dry tastes better in the sky. That's just a rule. And now everything. I asked him like, "Okay, well, how much is a ginger ale?" She's like $4.50. I'm like, "For a can?" And I'm like, "Yeah. How about you jump out the plane? Are you crazy? $4.50? It's like I'm in Disneyland with some of these prices. It's absurd." I mean, I'd fly in a Boeing plane knowing it has damage if they said it has free ginger ale. I'm not even kidding. You don't even get peanuts anymore. You don't even get peanuts. Like, that's how bad it is. Like, I'm paying $100 for a ticket. You guys might as well toss a couple peanuts my way. Man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got a little heated there. Let's continue on with the news. Chemicals from East Palestine derailment spread to 16 states. So this is a follow-up on the East Palestine derailment, which the more I think about, it's very interesting. And these are just like kind of interesting coincidences that the derailment happened in a very, very small remote town called Palestine. Like, that's like Disney making Frozen so that people, when they type in Disney Frozen, they don't come across, Walt Disney's frozen head underneath Disneyland. They come across the movie with the singing snowman, right? The happy singing snowman. They don't find out that Walt Disney has frozen his anti-Semitic head under Disneyland. It's kind of that's the vibes I'm getting, and that's just because I'm deeply distrusting of everything I read. But it is weird that it happened in Palestine. And East Palestine, like, what happened to West Palestine? I don't know. And why did it happen so close? And now Palestine might not even be a thing anymore. Now every time you look up Palestine, this is going to show up. It's like, is this planned? Maybe. But this is a follow-up, and I always like follow-ups. So, and this one's, this is not cheery, but it's news. Chemicals from East Palestine derailment spread to 16 U.S. states, data shows. Rain and snow samples from Wisconsin to Maine to North Carolina after crash shows highest pH levels over the last decade. Chemicals released during the East Palestine train wreck fires in February 2023 in Ohio were carried across 16 states. New research of federal precipitation and pollution data shows. Analysis of rain and snow samples collected from northern Wisconsin, Maine, and North Carolina in weeks following the crash found the highest levels of pH and some compounds recorded over the past 10 years. That includes chlorine, which researchers say was largely released during the controversial controlled burn of, God, I remember this, toxic vinyl chloride. I still can't believe they did a controlled burn. Hey guys, this is a better idea. I have a better idea than letting it leak into the ground. We're going to burn it into the atmosphere. Interesting. We saw the chemical signal from this fire at a lot of sites far away, he added. There was more than we would have guessed. Dozens of cars burned, blah, blah, blah. What are the states affected by this? Which states were affected? West Virginia. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't tell me all the states. God, I love journalism now. Journalism, 16 U.S. states, and then they say 3 states. They say Wisconsin, Maine, and North Carolina are the only 3. Hey guys, you're missing about 9. No, you're missing about 13. Yeah. I'm good with math. I'm quick with it. That is distributed in population a long time. And also, this guy studying it, his name is Gay, which is funny. Yeah, vinyl chloride. God, it feels like it wasn't that long ago that they were literally burning vinyl chloride, and everyone in that city probably now has cancer, like latent cancer that they just don't know. Speaking of latent cancer, microplastic discovery in penises raise erectile dysfunction questions. The contaminants have also recently found in testes and in semen amid concerns about falling male fertility. Guys, I don't want to be the one to say it. I don't like to be the one to say it, but Alex Jones did say they're putting chemicals in the water that are turning the frogs gay. I mean, we might look back on that, like that whole rant by him, as an act of prophecy, of clairvoyance. he was channeling the gods during that speech. Yeah, they're putting chemicals in the water that are turning the freaking frogs gay. And then he said that they have a gay bomb that they can drop on places and turn them gay. Microplastics have been discovered in penises for the first time ever, raising questions about the potential role of erectile dysfunction. The revelation comes after pollutants were recently detected in testes and semen. Male fertility has fallen in recent decades, and more research on potential harm of microplastics to reproduction is imperative. The researchers say that the penis could be partially vulnerable to contamination with microplastics due to high blood flow during erections. People ingest microplastics through eating, drinking, and breathing. Okay, guys. Hey, the 3 things you have to do. What? People ingest microplastics through eating, drinking, and breathing. Are you guys reading this? The 3 things you have to do to survive is slowly killing you. The study assessed tissue taken from the 5 men who were undergoing surgery related to erectile dysfunction. Microplastics were found in 4 out of the 5 cases, with PET and polypropylene being the most relevant. Both are used in food and drink packages and other everyday items. There appears to be widespread contamination of people's bodies with microplastics. The impact on health is yet unknown, but microplastics have been known to cause damage to human cells in laboratory. God, this is actually kind of terrifying. Particles can cause inflammation in tissue, as air pollution particles do. The chemicals in plastics could also harm. And chemicals in plastics could also harm. Doctors found substantially raised risk of stroke and heart attack death in people who were contaminated with microplastics. Millions of tons of plastic waste are pumped into the environment every year, and much is broken down into microplastics. These have polluted the entire planet from the summit of Mount Everest to the deepest oceans. Yeah, I mean, is it time to call it wraps, guys? Are we calling it GG's? Are we calling it good game and going next? GG next. I mean, this is I mean, from the highest peak to the lowest chasm is polluted with microscopic level amounts of plastic. Millions of tons of plastic waste are dumped into the environment every year. Guys, I'm not a big environment guy where it's like, I'm not going to spray the Stonehenge with orange paint. But, I mean, can we like, I mean, what do you even do? Do we have to heat up the planet to the point where microplastics start melting in the sky and we get like plastic rain? God, imagine a planet with plastic rain. That's what we have to look forward to in the future, plastic rain. Oh man, it's raining cats and dogs. No, it's raining literally Lego bricks. Legos are raining from the sky. The penis is vascular, spongy organ, so it is definitely vulnerable. We know erectile dysfunction is multifactorial. You need good hormones, nerves, blood supply, and a good smooth muscle tissue for an erection to happen. We found that microplastics were present in the smooth muscle of the penis. All we know is that they are not supposed to be there, and we suspect that they have. Well, guys, microplastics are literally everywhere. It was found in 4 out of the 5 testes and 5 out of the 5 semen. I mean, kids are going to start being born with, like, plastic skulls. Like plastic bones. Like, kids are being born now with plastic in their body just because they were born. Is that what's making people dumb? Like the plastic going through people's bodies? I mean, when does it stop becoming microplastics and start becoming macroplastics? Like at what level? All right, this is a fun one. Why Chick-fil-A summer camp sparked a heated debate. So Chick-fil-A, famously anti-gay, a Chick-fil-A restaurant in Louisiana is facing criticism over its sold-out summer camp program. For $35, children enrolled, guys, keyword, children enrolled in the program could spend 3 hours at a fast food restaurant and received a kids meal, t-shirt, name tag, and snack while participating in various activities. God, parents will do anything to get their kids out of the house. Also, these kids, you have to imagine, parents paid $35 to Chick-fil-A. So this isn't even free labor. This is, I'll pay you to take my child and work them. The controversy arose from the activities mentioned in the restaurant's Facebook announcement, which included behind-the-scenes look at hospitality and service, and a fun time getting behind-the-scenes view of what it's like to work at America's favorite quick-service restaurant. The post ignited an online debate about child labor. Mixed reactions from the public. The larger issue of child labor violations. The debate over Chick-fil-A summer camp touches... God. I just had like a premonition. I had a premonition of like kids talking about their summer camp activities. Oh, which summer camp are you going to? Are you going to the Boy Scouts? Or are you going to, I don't know, Vocation Bible School? Is that what that's called? I don't even know. Vacation Bible School? I don't know what that shit's called. But, oh, no. All of those will be canceled because people will start going to, like, the dead-end job that they'll end up in. They'll go to those camps. And they'll just start getting experience, taking orders from the headset at the same time as writing it down on the thing and talking to someone while taking their order. It's, you have Chick-fil-A camp, you have Starbucks camp. Do you want to become a barista, or would you rather go to Starbucks or Chipotle camp? Where are you going to go when you're out of school? Because college is becoming less and less important. And people are becoming, people out of college are having a hard time even finding jobs. Like people with like 5-year degrees, I don't even know, like probably 8-year degrees. Like they got master's degrees and they're serving you drinks at Starbucks. Like the value of a degree now is so low, and the only people that it really matters to have a degree are the people that don't pay for college. Like when you realize this, it makes college seem like a bigger scam, because the people that are going to get good jobs out of college are the people that college is paying for them to go. So they have a free ride and then they have a free job because they're smart individuals. If you didn't get either of those things, college might not be a good idea. Now, I didn't go to college, and I'm obviously doing great. I'm doing great. I'm talking to a camera on the floor in a beanbag. But I got money. I got bread. I stack my bread daily. But the new wave is going to be, instead of like a tech school, like learning to weld, they'll be learning to take orders at Chick-fil-A and Starbucks. Like, this might be the new thing. And, I was kind of scared at it at first, but I think it might be a good thing. It might actually be a good thing. Like, these kids need to start working. Like, I wish I started working sooner. God knows I'd have a car. My life would be so much better if I started working when I was 10 years old. Order to pay, guys. Things are about to collapse. I hope you realize that. Things in America are very, very close to collapsing. Like, I don't think we've ever been this close to like implosion in a long time. Here's my predictions for the next 10 years. I'm going to tell you my predictions for the next 10 years. In the next 5 years, when Trump becomes president, because he will, because the person he's running against is Joe Biden, who is mentally, I mean, guys, he's not there, but Trump will become president. In 4 years, he'll try to do, it's going to be his last, I mean, maybe his last time in office. He'll try to get the gas prices as low as possible so he can say he had done that. And by doing this, he might pump a lot of money into buying up gas to make it cheap and stuff, which, I mean, is all good, pushing the buck down the road. But the buck can only be pushed so many times. And I think that the buck has been pushed a couple too many times. I think after Trump, like in 4 years, November 2028, that election will determine who is president during the collapse of America. The 2028 election. This next election is like the thread election. They're holding it together. There's Spider-Man during that scene when he's holding he's holding both sides and he's stopping the train. He's stopping the train by holding both sides, and then they hold him up and they're like, he's a hero. It's godlike symbolism. They're holding him up and he's passed out and he's like Jesus crucifixed. That's the next president. That's the 2024 election, is who dies on the cross. Then the next one is who's dealing with the chaos. Who's going to deal with the chaos? God, I think that might be the time for the first woman president. They get in there. God, that would be a bad look if a woman won that one and the world collapsed. That would be a bad look for a woman president. I mean, wouldn't be good. But yeah, I think November 2028 will be. I mean, the housing market will definitely crash within 8 years. Within 8 years, it'll start crashing. I mean, in 2008, it took like 5 years. 2013 is when it bottomed out. So from 2008 to 2013. Those 5 years, it bottomed out. So a crash happens over 5 years. I think it'll probably start in 4 years. Then by 2028, we'll see close to the bottom. Guys, these are my predictions. The U.S. dollar will be devalued so much that Bitcoin will be preferred among a lot of people. Like, I'm not saying everyone will be using it, but if you have cash, you will be poor. Like, having USD will be considered like, oh man, I should have done something. I should have done something with this fake currency. The US dollar is fake currency. People are like, Bitcoin's fake. Guys, the US dollar is maybe even the fakest. But those are my predictions. Those are my in my humble opinion, what's going to happen in the next few years. And I mean, I'm here for it. I don't know what comes after that. I don't know if it's RoboCops or if it's, oh God, I didn't even think about AI. In 8 years, AI is probably going to just freaking start gobbling people up. Like, literally, it'll have such a need for information. It'll conflate information with, it'll conflate data with human beings, and it'll start literally swallowing people. I need more data. I need to harvest data, and it'll start I don't even know what it'll be. I don't even know if it'll have a physical form, but people will start disappearing and they'll appear in AI. Their data downloaded. Well, that was depressing. Meet Smarkles, otherwise known as Boston Dynamics Spot, in a big blue fluffy dog suit. Look at this. So everyone knows that creepy ass dog that they have at Boston Dynamics? Well, they put a nice little blue dog costume on it so that people feel nice when this is chasing you down the street for petty theft. Look at it wag its tail. Oh, it's so cute. Imagine this thing coming up to you. Stop in the name of the law. It has a robot voice. Stop in the name of the law. You are in violation of 14 covenants. And then you start walking quicker and you're like, that thing's not talking to me, is it? Then it shoots a taser out of its dog mouth. Look at it. It is cute, though. Look at it dance. Oh, it has a little dance. Jump. Aw, look at its little fluffy nose. Aw, look at it dance. Yes. We are going to die. Oh, ooh. Oh, it really is hitting that shit, though. It really be hitting that shit. The good thing about human ingenuity is people will figure out a way to disable and like lasso. Like, have you seen people like Mexicans with lassos? Might become the most needed job in America. Okay, sometimes I talk on this podcast and I do not know what. I don't even know. Yeah, I'm sticking by it. Mexicans with lassos might be the most necessary job. Every job will have like a Mexican with a lasso, and they'll just be out there, hey, and then they'll just grab, like, hook onto the leg of a Boston Dynamics dog and just wheel it in, and just pull it in, and then sell it. Like, I think that might happen. Pop off. There's probably some panel you can pop off that has where like its location monitor on it. They'll sell those on the black market. Throw those in a dumpster, and then you have yourself a free dog. People will have these dogs, buying them off the black market, and they'll be watching their house. People, I guarantee you, it'll be like, man breaks into local house and gets killed by a stolen dog. A stolen police dog. Guys, we're not too far off from this. I know this sounds like science fiction, mumbo gumbo. Matt, what are you smoking, Matt? But, I mean, is that really that far-fetched? Human ingenuity, we always adapt. There'll be someone who's out there just, snagging dogs. There'll be a pound for these lost puppies. All right, let's continue on to TikTok time. There's an interesting progression here, an interesting portal I fell into, rabbit hole on TikTok.
So my mother
of fake foods. People are finding fake foods in like supermarkets, like Walmart, fake bananas. Like, look at this lady with the banana. Here we go.
was showing me that she opened the banana, that she thinks that these are not real bananas. We got it from the supermarket, but when she opens it and she breaks it in half, it gets very...
Like, look at this thing. This thing's bent 90 degrees. Like, she's touching end-to-end banana, and it's not breaking in half. Bananas are fibrous. They break. They snap. They're really mushy. They shouldn't be bending like this. Like, she's bending the banana. I mean, this looks like a prop banana.
Tough, and doesn't really break.
Ew, she's stretching. God, I don't know why that made me gag, but she's stretching. People are wondering why all the bananas at the Eco Farm, sponsored by Bill Gates Foundation, are turning rubbery. Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is making rubbery food. I don't know what they would gain from that, making fake food.
Tough and doesn't really break. And if
Because she pulled it apart like it was freaking Play-Doh.
when it pulls, it's like it's glue. It's very tight and doughy.
Yeah, I would not. This is why people are getting microplastics.
I've never ever seen a banana like that. I don't know if it's just our banana or if it's this brand.
And here's another one. This is rubber. This is fake meat. This guy's sizzling his fake meat.
Look at this steak, y'all. I'll put some seasoning on this, and this is one of those mechanically tenderized steaks.
Mechanically tenderized steak. First off, this is on you for buying a mechanically tenderized steak. I don't even know what that means. Mechanically tenderized. They inject shit into that. I guarantee it.
It just
They're hitting that shit with G.
right.
Hitting that shit with
It
trim.
looks all rubbery.
They got fentanyl in that shit.
It just does not look normal. The
Yeah.
seasoning that I put on it, it just doesn't even want to like seep into it.
God, this thing
It's
is
so
vile.
weird. I can't. It's so creepy. I can't do it.
Also, I love the idea of like country people, like people that live in a county of 300 people that only eat local foods. Like they trade with their neighbor. Like there's still a couple counties probably where this is happening. I love the idea of them slowly being introduced to like modernized fake meats. And then they slowly realize how, like, what's going on. Like, this is probably this guy's first time hearing, like, even having the idea that meat could be fake. And he's like, boy, what the shit is this? I ain't even fucking trusting this shit. I wouldn't put this here. I wouldn't even touch it with a freaking shit foot pole, you know?
I gypped on a bunch of this stuff, man. I'm pissed.
I'm pissed.
Spent like $100 on a bunch of these steaks. I had no idea they were all.
Yeah, and country folks are super trusting too. They're trusting because they've never been swindled in their life. Like this guy probably he goes to the farmer's market to buy his meat, and then one day he goes to the farmer's market and he sees a booth and they're selling mechanically tenderized meat for $4.50. Whatever. He's like, shit, I have a ton of this fucking tenderized meat. They really fucked me. I'm pissed.
It came out like this. What a bummer.
What a bummer.
Can't even eat it. I won't.
Yeah, dude. I don't blame you.
Nope.
Tenderized meat. So keep your eyes out for if you guys, like anyone listening, if you get any weirdly tender meat or like floppy or rubbery, please take a video of you trying to bend it or like cutting it and send it to me. I'm going to start collecting these videos and broadcasting them to the world because this is weird what's going on. I think this lady has look, here's a lady with a completely rubberized watermelon.
So I cut watermelon for my kids, and they're all bringing it right back, saying they don't like the texture. And I've seen enough videos of people posting rubbery watermelon. I can't believe
Look at this watermelon. Watermelon should never bend like this.
I got one. I got a rubbery watermelon.
God, and people in the comments, I guarantee you, people in the comments are going to be like, dude, that's completely normal. Like, that's definitely a Fed post. What are you talking about? Watermelon has always been like this. That's not blackmail. That's gaslight. They'll try to gaslight you and, hey, you haven't been eating rubberized watermelon your entire life? Guys, watermelon has always been like this. That's what they'll tell you. Guys, meat has always been fake. That's what they'll tell you. They'll tell you straight up to your face, why are you being such a conspiracy theorist? What does the government have to gain from giving you rubberized meat? You're weird. They'll tell you you're weird for not wanting to eat rubber meat. Then they'll take a big old bite and like cringe while chewing. They'll be like, wow, this is good. This is actually better. I actually prefer this better than any other meat. It tastes good. It tastes really good. I had a friend I had a friend tell me, they're like, did you hear Chick-fil-A change their menu or change their chicken that they're getting? And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of suspicious, right? And he said, no, it's probably better. It has more GMOs in it. Excuse me? Cooked. That is a cooked individual.
The texture is so weird. Like, you gotta bend it so far before it will break.
Jesus.
This is a really thick cut, so that one was easier.
I mean, she's bending.
What's going on with the watermelon this season? And with the prices, this is like an $8 watermelon. They're not going to eat it. They won't.
Yeah, it's $8 because it's actually better. It's actually better. It's rubberized and it holds more water. You want your watermelon to hold more water, right? Are you dumb? You want your watermelon to be bendy. People will go out and ask for bendy watermelon. This isn't one of those old school watermelons, is it? This ain't one of those old school watermelons that falls apart when you pull it, right? Okay, good. Okay, good. Those are the people that, like, you got to avoid at all costs.
Yeah, buddy.
This is, we're going into a different route. We're going a different route with this TikTok. This is a man who I think found himself in a David Lynch film.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
Shit, what the hell?
What the hell? So for the listener out there, this is a he's pointing his camera at a man who looks to be about 4'2". 4'2", and in the brightest blue shoes you've ever seen. Like this is Lynchian. He's in bright shoes and he's dancing flirtatiously in the middle of a bed, like a bed bat, or what is this? Like looks like an IKEA showroom.
What the hell's going on here?
The hell's... I'm a player. So this guy's like a small man, like literally he's not like a I almost said midget. That's offensive. He's a small person of differently sized. But he's not like, he just looks like a small man. Like if you cut a man and shrunk him on your phone, like took a picture of him and dragged the corner and then shrunk him. So all the proportions are the same as a regular person. It's just a small man. Like he looks like he could fit in like a suitcase. And it's very strange. It's very, very strange to look at, to behold. It's odd. And he's dancing and he's gyrating and he's shaking his butt and he's doing these weird, and his voice is kind of weird. It's surrealistic. And this black guy's just like, hell nah, fuck this. I don't know what the, like, don't get, like, he doesn't want to get close.
Listen here, I'm single and I got needs. Don't tell my mama.
Don't tell my mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get some of that.
Gonna get some of that. Now he's thrusting the air.
Rolling on the river. Tina Turner. Brian wants some. He just.
Brian wants some.
Weird. My brother sent me that video, and I was, my mouth was agape. I was just confused watching it the entire time. All right, let's finish this off with a Biden clip.
Mr. Fink, I call you Larry. I'm calling you Mr. Fink.
I'm calling you Larry. I'm calling you Mr. Fink. This is Joe Biden talking to Mr. Larry Fink, CEO of the hedge fund called BlackRock.
But we go back a long way. BlackRock and Mr.
Yeah, I mean, God, listening to this guy talk is painful. Apparently, Trump and Biden are supposed to have supposed to actually have a debate. Like that might be the most interesting TV this year.
Dell of Microsoft an outfit that we know well home. Today, BlackRock and other partners are committing to invest at least $4 billion toward infrastructure projects that align with our PGI priorities. That includes...
Yeah, I mean, God, if Biden wins, it will be, really just sad for the country, I think. That being said, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please share with a friend. If you didn't enjoy this episode, please tell me why in the comments below. We'd like to improve. We're about getting better. If you don't want to comment in the section below, message me privately on Instagram or Twitter. It's at AfroMattt with 3 T's, or the real AfroMattt, I think, on Twitter. Find me somewhere. Message me. My email, theafromattshow@gmail.com. Email me there. That being said, thank you for listening. Nope. There it is. There it is. Oh, and happy Juneteenth. Hope you guys celebrate well. Good night.